Okay, well, I guess I'm back. Carrying this on. And it looks like 2B is still going around killing everything in sight.
We need a way through.
Let's look around for a route we can take.
Yeah. Let's see if anyone shows up to come talk to me. This late in the evening. Oh, wait. Tattered pamphlet. Hey, fuck what? How's it going? Guess what? Guess what, man? I just lost 2 more subs today. Since me and you were talking, I went to go have dinner, sat down, took a look, and I'm even further down on YouTube. On YouTube, not Twitch. I guess, yeah, like I said, no need to even try there. Where's that giant tank I was fighting earlier?
Let's dance. Let's dance. Let's play. Let's play.
Didn't I already defeat one of these?
Let's sing. Let's sing. Let's play.
These machines are heavily armed. We'll regret it later if we let them escape. So let's take them out.
Yeah, actually I did quite a bit of damage to this thing. In fact, I still think I'm doing quite a bit of damage to it. There we go. Yeah, you think 4 people unsubscribed to me within the last 48 hours because I mentioned hate watchers? Although that is a possibility.
What's this? Some kind of crystal?
Analysis. It is a core fragment from the machine lifeform. It is similar in structure to a plant cell.
A plant cell.
Hmm.
What's this?
Analysis. It is a device that propels humans on rails at high speeds for the purposes of amusement. It was commonly referred to as a roller coaster.
Humans sure are strange creatures. Hey, 2B?
Yes?
I guess it's really breaking up the
People who know me well usually call me Nines, so...
This is gonna fuck up the conversation that they're having really badly. Also, welcome new viewer.
So what do you think? me, Nines. It's totally okay.
I'm good.
Oh, all right.
The first time I ever played the stupid minigame, it baffled the crap out of me. Oh. I had no idea what was going on, and it was during the boss fight, too.
Alert. Multiple resistance members detected beneath this room.
Yep, I remember this. This is pretty quick, and I am kicking things ass pretty decently. I'm just gonna skip this. Because I don't want to fight it individually. Come on, let me skip this crap.
What the hell?
Our records don't say anything about a machine
Yeah,
like
I'm
this.
back at it again. Also, welcome, Bubble Boy, but, oops. Oh, it doesn't let me hack it? Guess not. Shit, I don't have a... No, I'm determined that I'm gonna beat this game. I don't know if there is a naked 2B. I'm just taking your advice and suggesting that I might just use clickbait to get people to come watch the stream with no actual nudity in it. We'll see if there's more to it than this, but I beat the game already, so whatever happens next is whatever happens next. It is a lot easier this way. Is it all that matters? Like I said, I lost subs today. I lost more subs today. Look at it. You were saying it was 295 earlier. I mean 195 earlier. Now it's 93. More subs gone. Goodbye, cruel world.
It's trying to hack us. If we take hacking damage, it'll affect our bodies as well. Tubi!
I doubt it.
Those look like corpses.
Just again. How do I get into somebody's recommended stream? Tell me that.
Are we seriously being attacked
this-
with dead androids?
Wait,
I can hack them? Does anything happen when I hack them? One experience? Nope, they just blow up.
To be.
I guess this is how he
They
was
were
playing the
dead.
game. I just never knew.
They've been turned into weapons.
All right. This ends now.
Hmm. Wait, what do you mean? 4 to 5 subs who consistently watch the stream. Oh, that. I don't know. I'll think about it. Let's just say that. Now, see, but I don't want to wait for the YouTube algorithm to get around to try and figuring out whether I'm good or not. I might as well start new channels every day and just direct them to one centralized locations. Yeah, see this bullshit again? I gotta get to...
I've almost analyzed the enemy's hacking pattern. I'm going to try to hack.
There I go. Nope, I need to try that again.
Keep it busy.
You got it.
Look, I'm telling you guys, it's better if you just pay YouTube to advertise you. There's no need to put together shitty things to appease their shitty algorithm. Oh, I'm just gonna keep crashing into it. Well, look. If we're doing marathons and doing what's trendy, what do you think is trending on YouTube right now? What kind of weird stuff can I get into on YouTube? Shit, this is not working out for me.
Alert.
Shit, I gotta really watch out for those stupid walls.
Failure to destroy it quickly may lead to serious damage in memory regions.
Not what I wanted to do. Shit. Come on, come on. Ow, 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 ow. There you go. Yeah, but like, nobody who gives a shit about Kanye or the NFL is going to watch me play a half-naked robot fucking fighting game. Just... Oh, it hacked me. Question is... Do I do damage to it when I repel its own hacks? Oh, there it goes. Boom. Well, I am targeting the gaming community, aren't I? I'm live streaming games and trying to talk about games? Okay, I can't do God of War. I literally don't have a PlayStation. If I had a PlayStation, maybe that might be a little easier, but I don't. Shit. Like, can I can't even. I wish I could play God of War though. I really do.
Go!
If I had the money to sit around and play God of War, I would do that as well. But I can't. So I'm gonna keep playing this game over and over again until I unlock nude mode or whatever the hell this game is supposed to be all about. See, there's a lot of new dialogue and I'm not sure what the hell all this is about. Is there a button to skip this? I hope there's a button to skip this. Hold the skip. Alright, there it is. I'm sure there'll be a way to rewatch that later.
Thanks for the assist.
Oh, you mean the hacking? No worries. Us
Shit, I didn't
scanners
do
are pretty
anything
good
other
at that
than
kind of
hacking.
thing. I've got your back anytime.
We have to save those androids.
I'm sorry. I think they were only being kept alive by that enemy.
Oh.
I wouldn't call that alive. Look, if I had the money to buy thing, range up, range attack +3. What? It's full. I didn't know my chips can max out. What? There's a hacking chipset? Wait, what if I focus on hacking? Why is there no hacking chipset focus? That's stupid. Whatever. I don't care. Oh, can't use them anymore.
So,
What is it?
that machine had some pretty weird things to
Anyway,
say, huh?
point was that if I
It's
had the
almost like
money
it
to
had
buy both an
actual
Xbox
emotion.
and a
The machines don't
PlayStation,
have
then I would buy
feelings.
both.
You said that yourself.
Actually, there isn't
Yeah.
actually a point to buying up
guess.
Xbox, is there? A lot of the games are available on the Windows Store, on Windows, aren't they? Last time I checked, they were. But the problem with both of them is that it's a scam, and they both make you pay to use the internet. Which is why I kind of fundamentally don't want to get either one of them. Like, there's no point of me buying. Like, I have an Xbox 360, and I think my term is running out. And I have I think I'm still paying for the Xbox Live or whatever.
I am not hostile.
Huh?
You,
This thing?
we repay you. Come to our...
It could be a still.
So, like, I just gave up. I threw it in the corner somewhere and I didn't care. Xbox One was pretty garbage, and like the moment Xbox One came out, they announced that they're gonna do that new Xbox, the Scorpio, Project Scorpio or whatever, and then they released a better version of the Xbox One, and then there's all the inconvenience and all the retardation that they want to do with they're always online and needing the stupid peripheral webcam to be on all the time. I don't care. And honestly, I've talked about this before, but I kind of boycotted Sony a while back. Apparently Sony Vega's really good, and there's a bunch of other games, other programs that's supposed to be good. But every Sony product I've ever owned has fallen apart on me. I think I have 3 separate old PlayStations
What's
that are
that?
all broken.
Oh, there's
Like,
settings there. No
I have Nintendos and a bunch of other shit that doesn't break. Yet I have like 2 or 3 different PlayStation 2s. And at least one PlayStation 1. Actually, the PlayStation 1 I still have is still functional. It's even got the mod chip, so you can play burnt games in it.
So why don't the machines? Or the aliens who created them attacked the bunker directly?
There
They
it is.
originally came
The
here from
aliens
outer
created the
space, right?
machines, not the
Well, there
humans.
are a
The
few
humans
theories
created
about that,
androids
but no one knows for
that
sure.
simulate humans.
Hard to tell what an alien is thinking,
The,
you know?
the aliens, though, made retarded robots. Shit. What was a game I got in the Humble Bundle not too long ago? Quantum something? Quantum Leap? Quantum Physics? What the fuck was that game called? Quantum something. It was kind of garbage.
Brother?
From what I heard, I thought it looked like it
Why
would be
do
a
we
lot
have
of fun
the
to do.
records clear? Reveal. Okay, but why are we eating? Machines don't need to eat things like this.
And like I don't know, I don't know. There's no point. Windows,
great.
Microsoft
Then
might
I'll
as well
lots of
just
fruit.
fine. They have their own peripheral systems, and they have a bunch of other stuff. And then I can get a Steam machine if I really want to. There's still so much more stuff you could do. But no, I'd much rather just upgrade my PC, and at that point I could emulate whatever the Quantum Break. Yeah, maybe. And I could. And I can do whatever I want. So, like, worst case scenario, I do simulate or emulate the games I want to play.
They all have white flags.
Looks like they really don't want to fight.
Hello. Before we are not.
2B!
I understand. Well, anyway. Host service, look around.
Do not want to fight. We do not want to fight. Okay, whatever. I don't care. Item obtained. Fuel filter. What is the fuel filter for? I don't know. There's literally no point in me buying an external peripheral or whatever the fuck they're called. A console. Fine, they have exclusive games, but I don't know. I'm not interested in that kind of thing. Like, yeah, I would love to play God of War. Probably would play it. Probably would have played it a lot. Probably would have enjoyed it. But who's losing out more in this situation? I can eventually find a port or some other bullshit of that game. But it's who's choosing not to port it? Whoever it was. I feel like they're losing out on a wider range of an audience than I ever am by not playing the game, because I could play the game at one point or another. Like, I can wait another couple of years. I say a couple of years, but I could wait till I can afford it, or until I have enough money, or until I have the want. Just imagine, guys. Right now, I have a big desk. I have 2 monitors set up on it, a gaming PC, controllers, graphics card that's VR ready. I have all my shit set up, and then I get a console. And what happens the moment I get a console? I need to buy a TV and then another couch or a seat, because I'm not gonna sit around like a pleb on a computer chair, playing a console game. That's dumb. Don't do that, guys. Don't do that. So I'll have to buy a chair, and then I'm gonna complain about the fact that, like, I'm not sitting either too far or too close away from the TV, or the TV's distracting. And then how am I gonna stream it, right? I'm gonna still have to plug everything to my computer, and I'm still gonna be tethered to my computer, and I have to read the chats and everything else from my PC while I'm still tethered to the. No, I give up already. I'm already tired of talking about it. Like, the logistics of it are ridiculous, because I do have a capture card, an external one I can plug anything into. But that still means playing. What just happened? Okay, it looks like there is 2 things I can do. The inventor, and then just get the hell out of here is what I want to do. Anything else? I don't remember how to get down. Like, the alternative is that I buy a new monitor or TV or something, and then set it up in front of me, so like it's just above my monitor. Maybe plug it into my monitor. Maybe play my console games on my monitor while everything's right there plugged in. next to my PC, but then I'm literally doing PC stuff on the console, and I just spent an extra $700 to play a game or two. That otherwise I wouldn't have had a chance to play. I don't know if spending an extra $700 to play a couple of games is worth it. I don't feel like it's good business. Or at least good business advice? It's not business advice at this point. It doesn't make logical sense to me, is all I'm gonna say. If other people want to collect all the consoles to play all the games for all the streams, that's fine. If you have all the money in the world, then if you... not even all the money in the world. Maybe one day I'll be rich enough to be able to put together a proper gaming streaming room. And then I can have cameras available and a bunch of other shit. So I can just sit down and play whatever game I want, whenever I want, on any console I want. And stream everything from the room to... I do want a studio, maybe. I think that's my goal. My life goal. My dream. To have my own studio. I don't have much of a studio now.
Excuse me. Do you have a moment?
She sure cares about her little sister, huh? Still, it's pretty funny to hear machines talk about siblings. Do you think she just means they were built at the same factory or something?
Maybe.
Cruel and unusual punishments. Is this the way to go? Yeah, I guess this is the only way you came, and this is the way you go. What about you? How many consoles do you have? How many consoles do you need to keep yourself entertained and occupied? How many consoles do you think is enough or isn't enough? Why is backwards compatibility not a thing that they include? I'd like some backwards compatibility.
That box.
No? Don't you guys want reverse compatibility? They keep telling you that it's not functional and it's not practical. But the only person it's not practical for is them, because they literally remake the same game and charge you more money for it. Remember all the ports? They're like, oh yeah, we're just gonna port this other game to the Xbox One. I'm like, why am I getting a game that you're just gonna port? Like, they sold 2 separate copies of what's that Lord of the Rings game called? Shadows of Mordor or something? Because they gave me one for free. And then after they gave me that one for free, they released another one that wasn't free anymore for the Xbox One. And then I'm like, well, now I can't play my Shadows of Mordor on the Xbox. Well, my Xbox 360. I can only play it on the Xbox. Well, no, I can play my 360 game, but I can't play it on the Xbox One if I buy it, because they're going to make me buy it again because there's no reverse compatibility to it. Or maybe there was reverse compatibility to it. I gave up so long ago trying to figure out what they wanted me to do and why they wanted me to spend as much money as they did, that it's kind of weird. Right. If you think Microsoft is kind of a joke. They have a huge monopoly over everything. They own a large portion of Apple. I don't know if they sold it. I think someone was telling me that they sold the Apple stock. But they absolutely owned a large portion of Apple, and oh no, that's no. Uh-oh. Come on. Shit. Like, they know what they're doing. It's not like you can do anything, you can do much. Like, I'm not gonna get a Unix computer to try and play all my games on Unix or Linux. That's sure as hell not gonna work for me. See, there it is. Fuck what I was saying. I gave up on consoles after PS3. I got this PC in November, and I haven't looked back since. I can't look back. You just can't. There's no reason for them to literally pigeonhole you into a console that doesn't allow you to do anything to it. Like, think about it this way. When I bought my Xbox 360, I got it for $250 with 50 gigs of storage capacity. And then they wanted me to pay a special something or other. Evade, range up, capacity, whatever. Like another $150 just to get a 500 gig extension, memory extension. Go fuck yourselves. Seriously, go fuck yourselves. For $150, I can get 2 terabyte extensions for my PC and use it universally. There's absolutely no need for me to be literally stuck with the hardware that they give me when they give it to me. There's just too much in life for me to want to squander it. And if you guys think about it, the more people give up on consoles, the more game developers will move back to PCs. I know they don't like PC, specifically because of the pirate community. And guess what? We have pirate communities. You guys remember that game developers are kind of garbagey sometimes, and charge you too much for games that shouldn't be as expensive as they are, and release garbage games that aren't worth the money that you're forced to pay for them, because everything's at the store. You know how many games I'm going to like? I'm sorry to say this, but I'm going to pirate the crap out of a bunch of games. I mean, it's just going to happen. There's nothing anyone can do to stop me, and if worst case scenario, I can't play God of War on my imaginary PlayStation 3. You know what I can do? I can pirate it, and eventually get my hands on a fake ported version even. Also, I don't understand why they have such a problem with the modding community in general, that they want to create, like, look what Bethesda's doing with their anti-mod personal mod. They're like, we're gonna charge you money for mods, and they're like, it's for your own good. It's for the mod's own good that we charge you money for mods that are literally garbage that you can get better versions of on any regular community. I'm not even going to say that it's fair or unfair. I'm just going to say it's shitty. And if they literally want to treat me that way, I have no problem pirating the crap out of everything. I'm back here again? Damn it. Okay. How many games... okay, I'll call this saying. How many games get released, unfinished, and then sold at for full price? The majority of them right now are finished games that are sold at full price that you have to pay extra for to get the full content. What was that bullshit they did with Marvel vs. Capcom? They released the game, no, or was it Killer Instinct or something? They released the full game and said, well, look, here's the whole game, and then they give you the game. And then after they give you the game, they're like, oh, to unlock the rest of the content that's already on the disc, we want you to pay us an extra $20. We're going to call it DLC. DLC that doesn't need to be downloaded, that's already included on the game. At least season, what are they called? Season passes? At least season passes, give you the ability, like, to let them... What is happening here? That's it? Alright, whatever. Whatever. At least season passes let the game developers work on the game before they sell you any more stuff. Like, I'm kind of pissed at Ark, just a little bit, because they said that it's a... I bought the Founders Pack, which said I'll be entitled to everything they release, and then they released the game, and then they started releasing more DLC. At least I got a bunch of the DLC for free. Like, I got Ragnarok for free, I got Scorched Earth for free, and I got a bunch of other stuff for free. And then they released that new one that I don't think it could be better than any of the other ones that we've come up with. that they've released, but they released it. The moment they went full price, they went full, and they're like, okay, now pay us an extra $60 to, or no, it was an extra 20 something dollars to get this new update pack or this new whatever. I'm like, I still haven't finished the last two versions of it.
To 9S. This is your regularly scheduled contact.
But think about all the people that were sitting around and complaining and crying about the fact that it's full price, it's full release price, is too expensive. They're like, how dare they? How dare they ask for $50 for a fully finished game?
There's so much excess data sent to me from the satellite, it's delaying aim correction.
If you have a rebuttal, you need to discuss it with maintenance. Fight it out if you must. Operator 210 out.
What?
Jeez. My operator's more prone to violence than I thought.
So, if the game devs don't want to finish a fucking game, and then release some other bullshit, and then make you try and pay 70, 80, 100... what is the current gaming price? What's the current price of a fully finished, fully developed game? What do they call it? Special edition? Something, something? And then they're like, we want you to pay... I was joking about that when I got Far Cry 5. They're like, oh, we want you to pay $150 for the special edition version with like 3 extra skins to something. And then also there's in-game currency. At least there's no loot boxes. At the very least, loot boxes are dead now, apparently. I've been watching Jimquisition, and he's been going... $60? No, not $60. $60 is for the base game. It's the same bullshit. What was that game called? The one I refuse to play now? The one with the zombie mode? Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege. I bought it. What is it? The bare minimum, the bare bones of the game. Just the game itself. Costs you $15, maybe $30. And if you want a full version with the full season, well, not the full version, just the first season, then it's $30. And if you want the 2 seasons that are currently out, it's $60. But if you want to buy the season, the new this year's season pass, then you have to pay another $30. And I'm like, wait. So to buy the full game, I have to pay $60, and then literally pay another $30 for more content that is yet to be released. And then what? And then they're gonna spend another year of game development, and they're gonna charge me another $30 for a year's worth. Why did I give up on playing Rainbow Siege? The grind, man. The grind was ridiculous. It was for every hour of play, I think I got about 12,000 points. Camper's Paradise. Yeah, it also got really boring fairly quickly. You do one of 2 things. You either go and you run and attack. Oh, and like that's the mostly fun parts. Or you sit in a corner and wait for them to come for you, which isn't fun for me. Especially since I only had 2 operators, plus I unlocked the 3rd, and none of them were even remotely fun. And if they're not fun operators, then why the hell do I care about playing? They're like, yeah, let me spend 24 hours playing this goddamn game, just so I can unlock another operator I've never used before. And maybe, some hopes down the line, he will be fun enough for me to actually enjoy playing with down the road. Trigger and Psylocke were playing, constantly playing with me, and I'm like, yeah, so Fuse and Smoke are the 2 operators that they use the most. And I got Buck because he's Canadian and he actually had a decent weapon. But Buck can only be used on Assault. And using Buck on Assault is all fine. I had it, but again, he can only do so much. And my team is limited. Let's just say limited to a couple of trolls that like to run off and do their own thing. And that's fine. They're fully allowed to do whatever the fuck they want. Okay, so I need to start fusing a lot of this stuff. Like, there's a lot of stuff here that I should have been fusing. Strengthen enemy remote control enemies. Ooh, strengthened remote control of enemies? Auto use item. Should I even be fusing these? Are these even worth fusing at this point? I guess let's get these drop rates up. So, I don't know. Like, it's an interesting model for a game that they want to keep developing and keep adding to. And I can respect them for wanting to do it. But there's always going to be problems on my end when they keep making me buy games that I don't feel are complete. I don't feel are fun either. I don't know why there's such a big community of people playing Rainbow Six. I don't see it. I don't get it, and it's fine. It's my own personal preference of game, right? So. Consolidate and organize what? Who are we consolidating and organizing? The types of game that people want to play? Whatever. The point is that 12. Fuck. What was it? It was gonna be too long. It was just gonna be too long for me to unlock anything. I have a couple of hours. Yes, and that's what Trigger and Psylocke were doing. They were sitting around and they were playing for like all fucking day long, and they get like 10 minutes of footage of actual stuff, and then they complain that none of it got recorded and none of it worked out, and then they'll bitch and complain some more. And I really didn't care. I got really bored really quickly, and then they got really bored really quickly. After like 3 or 4 matches, they would get bored and they would go on shit fits. And they would just go ahead. The last 3 times we played, we ended the match after 3 hours of playing. It was only a couple of matches. And then they would get bored, and they would start trolling by team killing continuously over and over again. And it would get banned and have limitations put on us for the duration of the day. And I'm like, well, there's clearly no point in me playing anymore, since any points I was getting are now useless. Because I literally can't get any points. And the game is no fun anymore. And then they started... I don't know. It's the same thing with Overwatch to a certain degree for me. Except for the fact that the game pretty much... They just kept adding characters. And it became impossible to enter the community at this point. Like, how many characters are they at now? 30? 30 characters to learn to play as? I've only ever gotten decent with D.Va. And then they literally... They created another tanky character with a shield and an automatic automatic gun, automatic minigun, whatever the hell it was. Which pretty much made my D.Va skills somewhat useless. Because this thing was a little bit faster than D.Va walks. And it could run a little bit. But it also had a machine gun that could fire through its shield. Which was also better than what D.Va could only use her shield or fire her machine gun. But even her machine gun wasn't a machine gun. It was... like a scatter shotgun. So this new character was like awesome for me to learn just to replace my D.Va playing. It was a combination of Reinhardt and D.Va, but like everything's better. And I'm pretty sure they kept fucking with the game until they balanced it out. Once they balanced it out, how much... I don't know. That's the other thing that gets to me sometimes. When they go ahead and try balancing the games out to a huge extent. Wandering Couple. Why am I going back to the Wandering Couple? Flooded City Coast. Where am I even going at right now? If I go straight from here, I will go back to camp. I guess I'm going back to the village. Hooray. Guess nothing's been blown up yet, so it's fine for the most part. Or has it been blown up? No, it's just this area. So yeah, it's the same thing. I could sit around and play all day with Overwatch, just all day, and have like 3 or 4 really good rounds and really good finishes. Like, I wish I had, in my early days, I wish I had screen recording software. Like there was 5 or 6, I don't know, just total team annihilations right beforehand, knocking players off the objective, while also not mass murdering, just killing a bunch of people to get them off the objective, winning the round almost completely single-handedly while everyone else was trying to get back on point. And then eventually they pair you up with better players and better stuff, and you just kind of lose it.
Fair enough.
But there it is, right?
What's that noise?
Operator to 9S. Emergency transmission incoming. We've detected a Goliath-class enemy inside the city ruins.
Can't save?
It seems to be accompanied by a large number of machine life forms. All Yorha members are ordered to engage at once.
A Goliath? This was a trap. I knew it.
I promise you, we were not aware of this information. I realize the odds of you believing me are strikingly low, but I hope you will nonetheless.
We'll sort it out later. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's save. Quick save. Yes, let's quick save. Inbox. Nothing here. It's not very much stuff. So, we'll see how all this carries out. Wait, which way am I going?
Proposal. Confirm current destination. Alert. Leaving the operational area has resulted in significant Allied casualties. Proposal. Confirm current destination.
I'm hoping I'm going the right way now. Because last time I did this, I absolutely got my ass handed to me. No.
Operator 210 here. Do you read
Well,
me?
a little
Operator
bit
to 9S. I
better
have bad news and I have
overall,
good
because
news.
now I'm doing the
Bad
second
first.
playthrough,
We've confirmed
and
the
apparently the
presence
third
of
playthrough is where it's
Goliath-class heavy
at.
weapon
So
enemies.
maybe I have to. That's why I'm
Now,
trying to
good
get through
news.
the third playthrough. I'm
We've
kind
used
of
your
running through
previous
this game. It's
Goliath
pretty
combat
easy.
data to analyze the enemy. And it seems we
Still
have identified a weakness. Command has modified
better
a
than
firing
other
unit
games I've
based on this
played.
new intel.
Well, I'm
It's been
still
installed
playing
on a pair of
Skyrim for
flight
fun,
units that are heading your
so
way.
it's
That's
no
your
Skyrim.
R&D for you.
It's not as moddable as Skyrim. It's not as long as Skyrim. It's
Check
not
your
as
map
engaging
data.
as Skyrim. So
Operator out.
Skyrim is one of the
Thanks,
games
operator.
I will base
2B.
my opinions on
Command
games
is deploying
from.
new
But again,
flight
it's a
units
different
for
type of
us.
game as well.
They just set the coordinates, so let's get going.
On it.
It's strange enough and interesting enough to be good, but like, let's just say that I did like Dark Souls 3 a little bit better. It has somewhat of the same type of feel to a certain degree, where it's a hacking slashy arcade game. It's a lot more fast-paced than Dark Souls 3, I can tell you that much, which I do like about it. I feel like my biggest problem with games like these is the grindy aspect of it.
units should be on the
This
roof of that
is
building
my
up ahead.
problem with it. It was the
It'll
same
be
problem I
dangerous,
had with The
but we're
Witcher.
not going anywhere
Actually, I might
until
do
we
a
pass through that
Witcher
Goliath's
marathon
legs.
after this.
We
I
should
have
be
Witcher
careful.
1, 2, and 3, and I haven't played 3 yet. 2 I found stupidly boring. Like, incredibly boring. So I might want to do that. Play 1, 2, and 3, and then give you guys a full review on these. I do want to give... I do want to put together a short video about this game. So, I'll take your advice and actually put together game reviews. And review what I feel about this game. So that'll be fine. What else? Far Cry 5? Still feel like it was kind of generic. Maybe there's another ending that might be more worth my time, but I don't think there is. But who knows? I won't know. I won't know until I play it through again, which I doubt I will, unless someone wants to come play with me. Like I said, I kind of hate the grindy aspect of a lot of the Japanese games. Like, remember playing Final Fantasy VII and just needing to continuously grind enemies over and over again to increase your overall level of all your characters to like a silly degree. What? Oh my god. No, no, come on. Did I miss it? I think I missed it. Let's go back up. Better is also a bit of a subjective term, if you ask me. There it is. Because, like, I've been playing Oxygen Not Included in my spare time when me and Siggy are just sitting around watching TV to a certain degree.
Data on central wiring hub.
Again, Bloodborne. That's a... What system is that for? Because that's sure so not for PC. Unless it is for PC. Is it for PC? Because I'm pretty sure Bloodborne is just, and I mean just, for PS4, PS3. What are we at? What PS are we at? Whatever PS we're at, that's what it's for. I wanted to play it. I wanted to follow up my adventure into Dark Souls 3 with Bloodborne, but apparently Bloodborne isn't available for PC. Another one of these interesting gimmicks for them to get me to buy a console that I don't technically need and have better hardware than. So, no, I haven't played it. But, again, maybe one day when I have enough money, I'll go back and put some effort into it. There's always retro gaming, right? Who doesn't love your friendly neighborhood retro gamer? And then again, the best part about... you know what? I might be wrong, because the best part, my favorite part about playing Dark Souls wasn't actually playing the Dark Souls itself. It was... yeah, I got better and better, and it was very gratifying to get better. But the majority of what I really liked about it was the fact that me and Varen played together. That was the best part. We sat around and we played together and we ran missions and we had invaders and we killed people. It was the multiplayer aspect that made it ultimately the best. Well, one of the better games for me. Like, I also went through... Shit, what did we do? We went through Borderlands 2 all together. What was so fun about it? I was wanted to murder somebody by the 4th fucking playthrough of that game. But why did we do it? We didn't do it because Borderlands was so fun, so ridiculously fun. We did it because we're doing it together and we're having fun playing together. Sometimes I wish it was different, maybe, but if it's not. It's not. It's the same shit. Like, I can play anything with other people almost. It's a matter. It is. It's purely a matter of wanting. Except Rainbow Six Siege. That game's just boring as fuck. This guy's gonna be really easy to beat. I wish I could hack him, but whatever. I might own The Evil Within. I'll tell you honestly, it might be somewhere in the library.
Target enemies offline. That should do it.
But that's why I subscribed to Humble Bundle. Speaking of which,
Look out! It's recharging.
what's that game called? Rain? Satellite Rain. Humble Bundle was just giving away Satellite Rain for free. I posted it on my server in case people wanted it. And in case people didn't want it or didn't catch it, I have a copy. I want to give away. If that's possible, because I also already own it, and I think you can play it with other people. Another Satellite Rain, top-down, almost turn-based to a certain degree. And I'd love to play it with other people. Because micromanaging a bunch of stuff isn't all that much fun, to be honest.
Unbelievable. The aliens who haven't revealed themselves in hundreds of years were hiding underground?
See, this is also reminding me of XCOM to a certain degree, but that's another game I really enjoyed. XCOM Enemy with the XCOM Enemy Unknown and Enemy Within. I own them both. I own them both for my Xbox 360. And yeah, actually, that's another thing. That's another thing I don't like about the Xbox 360. I bought a lot of digital copies of those games. Do you know what my biggest problem is? I now have to pay Microsoft
For the first time in centuries,
money
we've intercepted a signal
again
belonging
to
the
get
aliens.
Xbox Live to be able to download the games I already paid for.
If we can destroy them,
Again,
we can end
anytime
this
I want to do it, I'm gonna have to pay them
once and
$50
for all.
goddamn dollars
Our
for the
intel
year
team is
subscription
hard
to
at
be able
work
to access the
analyze
games
the source of the
that I already paid for from their network. Now, luckily, I didn't buy that many games. I didn't buy them that expensive. I think I didn't spend a single time have I spent more than like $20 for a game, except for the Ultimate game, the game I made the biggest mistakes on, and the biggest mistake was actually Destiny. I actually paid for Destiny full price and everything because I got the demo, that stupid demo version, and then they made me play. I played a lot of it. They said you can upgrade to a certain amount. You can upgrade your level to a certain degree. You can do a bunch of different stuff. And I went basically through the first world and leveled myself up and won a bunch of stuff. And I was like, okay, now I'm gonna buy the game and I can go beyond level 30 or what is it, level 20, 24 I think was where they maxed me out at. And I'm like, oh, now I'll be able to go beyond level 24, maybe hoping that it goes to level 50 or level 60. And I was like, yay! And then they're like, oh no, you can't go beyond level 20. And then everything else is just upgraded through other means. Like, I think it was armor upgrades only. And then armor upgrades only was also bullshit because it's very, very quickly, the moment I paid for the game, I was getting only shit I could use if I had the expansions. And I'm like, okay, I didn't pay full price. I paid $40 for it. I paid $40 for it. And right away, they're like, buy the expansion for another 20 so you can access all this loot you're getting. And I thought that was complete bullshit because they gave me the full level experience of Destiny for free, and then they made me pay $40 for it, and then wanted me to pay another 20. Just so. Oh, look at that one. It's the red one. Red one is, I think that's how it is. The red ones I can control. Yes? No, red one exploded. Never mind. I was wrong. So, yeah. That's one of the last games I actually paid for in full, except for Far Cry 5. In which case, I thought it would get me a little bit more notoriety and a little bit more understanding. Maybe more people would watch my content, watch me live stream it. But apparently, well, actually, I got quite a bit of views out of it, so I'm pretty happy. But I didn't get very many subscribers out of it, which is more of a problem than anything else. And now I'm just losing subscribers, so God knows what's happening there. Or maybe it is like Fuckwad says. It's just a lot of people who were hate watching who decided to not. Wait, people are comparing God of War to BioShock, BioShock 1, BioShock 2, Infinity. Which BioShock? Probably 1. god, I want to be able to control this thing. Oh. Well, if you remember when I first saw the trailer for God of War, the first thing I said was, "Wow, it's a new Skyrim." And I was obsessed with Skyrim back when it first came out, and that's why I've been mentioning Skyrim. I don't know if it's much different than Skyrim. I don't know if the storyline is much different or anything, but I'm gonna get that feel from it, and maybe if somehow I manage to get my hands on, how much is a PlayStation 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 cost? $700, $600, $300? I should take a look, and then decide to buy the new God of War for another $100. Okay, well that's hacking it is clearly not going to work. Is this a special white boar? Then I'll sit down and I can go over the game with you guys. Like, this game is fun, but like I got bored to hell with The Witcher 2, and I gave up halfway through it. I gave up on what's that game called? Fallout 4? Fallout 4. I gave up on Fallout 4 very quickly. I haven't even reached that Emerald City or whatever the hell it's called. I kind of feel like I should have done more before I gave up on it, but the base building just kind of got me stuck, and I was afraid of losing anything without taking it apart first to get all the materials, which I know is always dumb. Because in all honesty, I'm in the beginning of the game, and in the beginning of the game, you're still getting. Yeah, that Diamond City, whatever. I may have gotten to Diamond City, but I don't think I have. Infinity was one of my favorite ones. I'm semi-disappointed with some what's it called, near sight, far sight. What's that site? The site that makes you look back on things and wonder about them. There's a lot of racial tension in that game. There's a lot of misunderstanding. There's none of 320. Okay, there it is. 329 for a PS4. Does anyone want to donate 329 American dollars for a PS4, which will allow me to then acquire God of War? I will buy God of War on my site. Hindsight, that's it. I will buy God of War myself. If somebody donates a PlayStation 4 to me, or enough money to buy a PlayStation 4. And I will play the new God of War game tomorrow. When I'm sitting at home by myself. Although, I don't know if I could. I think I have enough money sitting around somewhere, and until the PayPal stuff clears. But yeah, Infinity was one of my favorite ones. I had a lot of fun flying around the city, whatever that gliding situation was. On the ropes, I loved Emily, or whatever. What was her name? Emily? I think it was Emily. Guys, do you remember her name? Hey, Kylo Ren, welcome. And the ending sucked? Which ending did you get? Actually, better question. Hey, I'm not saying donate the money to me. I'm just saying, if somebody somewhere out there wants to donate enough money for me to buy a PS4, I will play God of War tomorrow. If not, then I'll just continue playing this game. But wait, Kylo Ren, you think that the ending of Infinity sucked? Do you want to play a game? Let's play a game. Which ending of what game series was good? Was there ever a good ending to anything ever? Or they pretty much dropped the ball on like most things? Because once a series starts to pick up, I don't know where it could go outside of down. Like, I hated the ending for Mass Effect. And I played that all 3 of those games all the way through. In fact, I played the 3rd game several times through. Because I loved it. Don't hate on me for it, but I did. Okay, I'm in the wrong place. Let's go back up to that door. Also, I'm clearly seeing at least 3 people talking to me on a regular basis, but this thing is only showing me, as far as analytics, only 1 person's watching. Sometimes it makes me wonder how many people are actually watching, and how much of it is not. They were really good. I wanted more. I wanted more. And then they followed it up with Andromeda. What the look, I'm not gonna complain. I haven't played it. I wanted to review it. I sent them an email and I said I want to review that game. Send me a review copy because I'm not paying. How much money did they want for it? Too much. They wanted too much money for it. And since they wanted so much goddamn money for it. What is with that marker? See, I didn't think the ending was that bad either. Fine, I get it. You chose one of 3 glowing lights. You went into it, and the ending didn't actually change. But Shepard managed to do his thing. He died. He fought. There he is. He saved the universe in all 3 endings that I did. He's always saved the universe, and there wasn't a grand anything at the end of it all. But a lot of people hated the game. Because apparently it wasn't good enough for them. Remember what we were saying? It's if you're not deconstructing everything and hating on everything, then you don't get the views. You don't get the points. If you don't have outrage culture in your blood, then you're not promoted by YouTube. Isn't that strange? How you need to be constantly outraged by something to get all the views and to be promoted and for people to care. Oh, it was fine. I think Mass Effect is a solid game all the way through. I thought 3 was actually really well done. I love the fact that you go and you select, you build up your forces, you do a bunch of different stuff. And yeah, it didn't seem to matter all that much how much stuff you did, but it felt like you achieved something by doing it. I loved 2. I loved 1. But do you remember how people, like, I loved 1. I loved it. I sat around and I played it through and through. I wouldn't say several times because I got 1 and 2 simultaneously. So I just went from 1 to 2. And yeah, people are still shitting on 1. They keep going on about how it's a buggy mess that was a complete failure of a RPG shooter thing, and they're like, it failed at everything it tried to do. And that's the only reviews I ever hear about it, is that Mass Effect 1 failed everything it tried to do. I don't think that's true at all. I think, again, it's the outrage culture. The outrage culture is just turning people into whiny assholes who just want to complain about every game ever. And I disagree with them on a lot of different things. I have played Dead Space 1. I think I own Dead Space 1 and 2. Maybe even 3 on my Xbox. I don't own them for PC. I had a lot of fun playing that game. It took a while for me to get a hang of the controller. And third-person aiming on the controller. It's the sole reason I like playing games with a mouse. Okay, searching for planets on Mass Effect 1 got tedious after a while, but it was good otherwise. Yeah, but look, searching the planets was completely optional for you. You search the planets to gain the information, to What else were you doing? To gain as much information as you can, to unlock a bunch of new stuff, to just do a lot of different stuff for your own fun. I had a lot of fun. I know I spent like 7 or 8 hours. Just 7 or 8 hours just sitting around searching random planets that I've never been to, that I've never done anything with. Just trying to figure out what there is. Just hoping that I'll discover something new. And I think that's what the game was all about. It actually gave me a sense of discovery. It gave me a sense of wonder. And not a lot of games give me a sense of wonder. Here's something you're not gonna like, Kylo Ren. Sorry, Bubble Boy says outrage culture. That's accurate. Yeah, it's my favorite term. It's literally what I started a lot of my channel around, is talking about how a lot of things are just outrage culture, and people need to chill the fuck out because everyone's freaking out about things that don't even matter. And it's not like it was only one side freaking out about things that don't matter. It's both sides freaking out about the same thing for the same reason. For the views, for the popularity, for the clicks, for the advertising, for the clickbait bullshit. But let's not get into that just now. Let's go back to talking about video games on this gaming channel. Metal Gear is not a franchise that I enjoy. I'm sorry, guys. I tried really hard. I think I've played the majority of them, or at least tried playing the majority of them. It is not something I enjoyed. It broke a lot of my thing. I don't know. I think from the very first one that I played, where they sent me in, where they sent me into a mission with a gun with one clip, a tranquilizer, and like a box to hide in, is the moment it broke too much of my immersion, and I just couldn't get into it. Fuckwad says, hotel shampoo doesn't cater to my black hair. Wow. Well, shave your head. I don't know. I don't know what to tell people about them constantly bitching and complaining. Like, Siggy wanted to do a review response to this one video about these black women complaining about how much it costs being black and how they should be subsidized even more because they have to spend $500 or $600 on their hair to look more white. And I literally couldn't give a flying fuck. I couldn't care. Like, whose fault is it that they have to spend $500 or $600 on their goddamn hair? Not mine. That's for sure. What did I just accept? What did I just accept? I don't know what I just accepted. I'm hoping that I'm gonna be able to take over a bunch of these things so they can at least help me defend. I don't like Metal Gear Solid 5. Which one is 5? I think I played a Phantom Pain because somebody gave it to me. I think Xbox, again, gave me Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain. And I tried really hard to enjoy it, to play it, and like, it was fun. There was a half-naked girl that was raped, and then and a bomb was sewed into her, and then she exploded, and then the other story started. So I'm not quite sure what the rest of the stories were. Maybe one day we'll do a Metal Gear Solid marathon. If someone's got the patience to sit there and watch me hate playing a game. I feel like a lot of people do like listening to me bitch and complain about literally hating the game I'm playing. It's something I've heard before from people. They're like, ha ha ha, you hate this. You hate this. It's fun for us to see you squirm and... Hold on. Did you see this? Shit. Okay, I can't do hacking. Hold on. What? Sorry, guys. I'm doing an escort mission while also hacking everything in sight. hoping to get something. And I can't read the chat while this is happening because apparently my clowns are dying. That's not something I thought I would have said ever. But whatever, clowns are dying. Where are they even going? Where are they going? This is really creepy. Oh, they can jump high enough, so that's good. Sorry, did you see a story about the black woman triggered about black hair care product being held in lock and key? Crazy ass people quick to pull the race. Yes, I've actually posted several memes about hair coloring stuff. Like the regular, like the... I'll post the memes somewhere eventually. It might maybe on Twitter. Yeah, a lot of black products are actually held under lock and key or have the anti-theft devices on them. And a lot of other products aren't. But you know what? Do you think the stores do it because of racism? I personally really hate clowns, and I would let them die if I didn't... Oh, shit. More shit's flying in. If I didn't think I was going to get more money to upgrade all my shit some more. Spread love around the world. Oh, see the flying machines coming in to drop in more enemies? That's some bullshit right there. If I can hack the flying machines... But no, that's the one thing that I want. If I could have anything right now, I wanna build a better community of at least gamers. They don't have to be SJWs, anti-SJWs, whatever, conservatives. I just want to be able to play games with people that aren't complete trolls, where I can have fun playing with them. Like apparently that's falling apart since nobody wants to play the same games I want to play, and it's I don't know. We got Ezekiel to buy Dark Souls 3 so he can come play with us. But he never actually ended up turning the game on enough to actually come play with us. Me and Varen even said we'll run through the entire game with him. That's why they're behind glass panes? Look, okay. I get it. Oh, wait, you said it's not racism. Items are stolen higher than others, they'll put behind cases. I agree. Who's gonna want to put stuff in, Shit. Shit. Ow. Shit.
We did not come here to fight. Please help. Please. Please help. I don't want to fight. I don't want to.
God damn, the sensitivity on this thing is garbage. They did not come here to fight. All they need is love. Love. All they need is love. This reminds me of that tank game back from in grade school. Oh my god. God.
We did not come here abandoning all history. Share in the happiness. Share in the happiness. Share in the happiness.
Is there more? There's more, isn't there? I can't even. Is that it? Are the clowns done? Okay, well that's not a lot of money, but okay, sorry. Okay, let's catch up to this. It's not racism. The items are just stolen at a higher frequency than non-black products. Okay, that's why they're behind the glass panes. I agree. It's not like it in every store, but in the ones that are, it's for that reason, of course. Big retailers are profit-driven. They only see green. Also agree. Can't disagree with that. Did I consider co-op on Far Cry 5? With who? Who do I know that has Far Cry 5 and is willing to play with me? If somebody wants to play Far Cry 5 with me, I will gladly play Far Cry 5 with you guys. I will go through the entire game again with lots of fun ways of trying to make the goddamn game work. Because if we're playing together, then it's together. We can have funny moments where we watch each other die or get exploded or pick each other up. Like, it reminded me so much of like a more serious version of Borderlands 2. We did a lot of that. We ran into an area, everyone died, everyone tried to survive, everyone picked each other up, and it was just a lot of camaraderie and fun. And you know what happened after that? Nothing. We went on to do other things. But yeah, I think Far Cry 5 could have done the exact same thing. It's just gotta find people to play with. And good luck trying to get people I know to buy games that they don't already own or don't already enjoy. Like, why is Varen not in here playing with me? Because apparently he doesn't like this game and refuses to...
Did you learn anything from the factory data?
Just how
refuses to even support me playing this game because it has partial suggestive themes.
Gather as much data as you can.
And like, wow, just wow. I'm having a lot of fun playing around, bouncing, killing things. He could be in here talking to me about stuff. Me and him could be joking together, but we're not.
We know we can find pristine.
Let's try.
We're not.
9S to operator. We're trying to track.
See, there you go. I'll play with you, but I don't play Ubisoft games. Everyone's got their preferences. Everyone's got their notions.
Well, anyway, you can salvage the requested material from smaller machine life forms. Finding one intact might prove tricky, however. The part is easily damaged when the machine housing it is destroyed.
Thanks, operator. That's good to know.
Right. Let's go take out some small fry.
Straight to the point, as always, 2B.
Let's go blow some stuff up. This is what we should have done. Wonder if I can increase the what is it, damage output of shit exploding when I kill it. But yeah, he's very weak. His sword skills suck greatly. So yeah, so this is the point that I'm stuck in, and I don't know any other gamers who want to come play with me. I don't even the people I do. We just had that big fallout over the stupid server that nobody wanted control over, but fucking everyone apparently is super upset about fucking it disappearing, no longer being a place for us to hang out. So apparently my mods quit, and a bunch of other people are just bitching and crying about it in other servers. Like I said, even hate watching this. Good for them. So I guess I have to build a brand new community. I'm gonna go and return to the other Discords I was in. Try and find some new people that aren't willing. That are willing? Aren't willing? Are willing to cooperate a little bit more. I would like a little bit more cooperation if possible. on like many fronts. Like it's not hard. Remote control? Remote control, guys? It's remote control. Yeah. Oh, wait. Okay, so you can fly-ish. No. It's a higher level than me. Why the fallout? There were several situations that occurred simultaneously. I could get into the drama bullshit aspect of what's happening in, or at least behind closed doors. Or we could not. But I'll give you guys the quick rundown. So, I have been working with Trigger Warning, or so he called himself. He eventually called himself LJU Actual. For a while, we've been live streaming every Friday night for over a year. And at a certain point, I started to get really bored and fed up with the show, the treatment. It got really boring. Just all of it got really boring. I got bored with it. I didn't care. There's a bit more to it, and if anyone actually gives a shit, I'll ooh, look at that. I'll tell them about it, but a little bit more privately, if you guys let me. Psst. So I was also the admin to his Discord server, and I got fed up because the only thing that would happen was I would have to deal with people's fucking problems non-stop, just all the time. The only thing, in fact, it got so fucking ridiculously bad that that's all I would ever do in the Discord server is have to go and deal with people's problems with this thing or the other, where like I couldn't hang out in voice anymore, I couldn't fucking live stream because every time I would live stream, some idiots would show up, and those are the problems that I'm having, and just ruin everything. You'll still see. This is why this new server that I'm in, that I'm hanging out in, talking, is has brand new separate situations just for me. Literally created where people can't come into voice and just yell at me. Everyone's muted the moment they come in, except for the few trusted people. And if you want to come hang out, then you come hang out. But if you're not, if you act like a jackass, then we're just gonna mute you again. And no benefit of the doubt. So the point was that I got fed up with all the bullshit, with all the constant babysitting, the constant nagging of people who wanted the server to run differently, even though it wasn't their server. And I just wanted to quit. I wanted to quit adminning the server and moderating and all the other bullshit. And I asked them to quit. Told them I don't want to be an admin on the server, and I don't want to do our show anymore. I'm bored and I want to do something else. So he started freaking out and acting like a jackass. And I was hoping it would pass fairly quickly, but it didn't. And he kept taking away. I just asked him to give me a whole separate role for me to just keep hanging out there, not much. And he kept acting like a bigger and bigger jackass, and you know, just egging me on to react negatively. So, and then he would like make public scenes about how like I can't believe you're doing this, and like why are you acting such a dick, and why are you spurging? I'm like, whatever. Eventually, it got so bad between everyone that everyone started fucking talking about it and there's just a lot of drama bullshit around it that I just said fuck it, and I left the server. I just left the server completely, just so he can have his server, so nobody can say that I'm doing anything. God damn it! Just so I'm not involved anymore is basically all I wanted. I just didn't want to be involved. So I went back to my other server that I had, and I've had it for like 8 months. And we're hanging out in there. And then in there, the same problem started happening. I was trying to organize and have my own shit going on. And instead of people letting me have my own shit going on and just doing my own thing, hanging out with people I actually enjoy hanging out with, people started inviting people in. They started bringing other people in, and people started complaining about the rules not being clear enough. I'm like, how clear do you need the rules to be? And then it just got really bad, where that's all I was dealing with. People and rules, and people needing more rules, and people not understanding rules, and then people bitching and people complaining, and that's all that came out of that server. Like, I just gave up. I don't care anymore. I just don't care to deal with this much bullshit on a daily basis. I don't think I should be babysitting people. I think people have problems or don't like the way my servers run. They can go start their own server, which the majority of the people have already had. I asked a bunch of other people if they wanted that server, the other admins that I put into place, specifically put into place so I wouldn't have to deal with the garbage bullshit crying all day long. And nobody wanted it, so I just shut it down. A bunch of people freaked out, started I wish we could have a rule like don't be a jackass, but then see, okay, so here's my major problem. Whenever you set rules and you have the same people, you'll always have people that don't like rules in any sense of the word, because this is why I've been yelling about fucking self-control, because most people don't have self-control. When you ask them to have self-control, they start freaking out. They don't like the fact that somebody is trying to make them control themselves, because that's not what they want. So I asked them to control themselves, and they couldn't control themselves. This is why Baron's not in here anymore. I'm gonna assume this is why he's not in here anymore, because he started complaining about the way I'm running this server, and I don't understand why he started complaining about the way I'm running this server. He's like, no, you shouldn't be running this server this way. You should be running a server this way. And I basically told him to go fuck himself. If he doesn't like the way this server's run, he can always leave. I didn't kick him out. I didn't take away his role, but he decided to just argue with me about it. But that's a whole separate situation. So I closed the other server, and everyone freaked out and started calling me a monster. Telling me that there's lots of things wrong with me. I'm not a social piece of shit, and on and on and on and on and on. So apparently there's a lot of fallout, and people are really unhappy with me about the fact that I closed down a server that was causing too much drama and too much bullshit in my life. Mostly at a time where I just don't want it. Just don't want it. And apparently it's too much to ask for it's too much for people, for me to ask them to just leave me the fuck alone. Literally 6 administrators in my server, and people are, I'm the only one people come to for like every fucking tiny thing. I set a simple rule: no shilling. You know, there was 3 weeks. There was 3 weeks of people very confused about what I meant about no shilling. I don't know who Dennis Marr is, actually. I haven't seen. I think Dennis Marr has just been watching my streams. You guys, the other people you guys would have known, Catherine the Quaintus or whatever the fuck her name is, Kat as I call her. She was an admin. Varen was admin in my server. Shit, who else? Siggy was an admin. Mark Doppelganger was an admin. Actually no, he was only a mod. Ezekiel was also a mod. He came in here to talk to me. He also quit this server because of it. He took such an issue with me closing the other server down that he quit this one. Quit modding. In here. Who else? I think there's also Lady Bastard, which rarely shows up on anything. Except for my, the book clubs we did. On my main channel. And those are the guys that were the admins. They weren't necessarily disgruntled. I don't think any of them were disgruntled. The only person that was disgruntled in any way was Trigger Warning, who started crying about me being his friend and then not being his friend in the DMs, while also telling everyone in general chat or in like public that he doesn't give a fuck about anyone, doesn't care about anyone, and he doesn't want to do YouTube, which was exactly my point. A lot to why I didn't want to work with him anymore. There's no point in me working on a show and working with somebody when literally they're not willing to put in the effort into their YouTube channel or anything surrounding it. So, but that's a whole different point. I don't think does Dennis Marr even said anything in this channel that would make him seem like a disgruntled employee or administrator. Also, I think Dennis Marr is a pretty recent follower. I'm not sure where he started following me from, but I have been seeing more and more of him in the chats to a certain degree, but he really wants to play. That's the guy that really wants me to play Fortnite. Fortnite. Another game I kind of like played for a couple of times and then gave up on. But yeah, so that's the short, long story of why people are pissed off at me at the moment. And probably will continue to be pissed off. Oh, well, that's... Why even at this point, then? Thing fell off a cliff. Why am I even trying to... Who cares, right? But yeah, this is why I preach self-control. Fucking have some self-control, guys. Not everything in life is all about when you want it, how you want it, where you want it. No, Dennis Mark keeps showing up and telling me to play Fortnite. Mycroft Holmes does definitely hate watching because people are literally talking shit behind my back, and other people are sending me screenshots of them talking shit. It's one of those weird situations where I know that a lot of these people are in contact with a lot of other people, and now I'm just getting messages from all over the place that people are talking shit about me, and it's always fun how they're talking inaccurate shit about me. They're actually making memes about me. That's the best part. That's the part I love the most. Mycroft Holmes, for example, is the one that's been yelling at me that I'm an irrelevant piece of shit, and him and his friends are gonna make sure I stay irrelevant. Which might or might not be true. I don't fucking know. But then he's also sitting around making memes about me with people. So go fucking figure. Also still following me. I think he's still subscribed to me. Still shows up to my streams to say hi or to piss me off. The other day, he kept fucking calling me. Because Discord allows calls. So, lots of hate watching. Maybe not hate watching. Maybe love watching. I don't know. I don't know. This is just the world that I live in, I guess. It's kind of why I shut down that server. I'm going to start a new server. I'm going to slowly build it up with new people. There's no point of putting... Someone from the other server said that it's ridiculous for me to leave Trigger Warnings Discord server, take the same people out of that server, and put them into a new server and expect different results. And I agree with him fully. It's the first smart, intelligent thing I think he said ever. And I completely agree. I need a whole brand new batch of people. I, of course, have to take my Patreons and everything else with me. What's the point of Discord? I've never been on that shit before. Okay, so the point of Discord is that it's a voice chat application and a text chat application. So basically, you can sit in Discord and talk to other people around you, or you can use the text chats, post links, do a bunch of different stuff. A lot of the YouTubers are using it. A lot of the gamers are using it. So like when we're playing a game together, all of us together, we're using like TeamSpeak. So, oh, why did my connection go red? Dropped frames? How many frames am I dropping? Wow, is it buffering for you guys? Or is it getting screwed up? Because I see 3,600 dropped frames right now. So basically what we do is we all sit around in Discord. We all hang out. We all have it on all the time. Like, I use Discord to do exactly what I'm doing right now. You guys can see my little logo on top of the screen. I'm sitting in my Discord voice channel, and a lot of certain people, not a lot. Anyone can come in and listen to me shoot the shit with myself. In fact, if people bothered to, I would probably read the Discord chat. I can even embed the Discord chat here. And there's multiple channels, and mostly we hang out. Like, we'll inform each other of YouTube videos. We'll inform each other of contests. Okay. Okay, there it is. Stream it's back to green now, but there's still 3,600 dropped frames. So that's quite a bit of dropped frameage from my perspective. I also forgot where I'm going again. So yeah, that's just what we do. It's just think of, I don't know, how old are you guys? Do you remember things like ICQ, MSN, Yahoo Messenger, whatever? Skype? Maybe a Skype? So lots of text channels, lots of voice channels. People can come and go. Certain people control it, certain people don't. I personally like the ability to like have. I think I built Trigger Warnings Discord up to have over 300 people in it. Well, not too many active people. There was a few active people that were readily available. We all built a community. We hung out together a lot. Voice chatted. We would decide on live streams together. People suggested content. Clearly, I got a bunch of. Clearly, I got a bunch of Patreons out of it, and I think it's a good way for me to discuss ideas that aren't necessarily on stream. I prefer to discuss them on stream, and that's kind of why I have the Discord, so we could sit around, discuss things, and I could live stream it because there's a lot of interesting people that have interesting ideas. It's just after a while, you learn people's mannerisms and technique and arguing techniques, and it's a lot easier to either ignore their arguments or ignore their techniques, which makes them seem all that much less intelligent, which is something Siggy hates on me for. It's when I spend enough time with somebody, I pretty much figure out their argumentation technique and figure out exactly how I can argue against it or take on it. And then I come off as arrogant, I guess. Fuckwad says he remembers ICQ and MSN and all the other shit, but he's 38 because he's 38. Why not just do IRC? I don't even know what IRC is. I think it's called in real chat, from what I remember.
This looks pretty old.
Because IRC, I don't know, is IRC integrated with voice channels, text channels, and like, because these are private, right? I set up my own Discord server. My own Discord server has the people I want in it. I have full control over who's in it and who isn't. And at the end of the day, I don't know. I've never been to IRC. Discord is pretty neat to a certain degree. I thoroughly enjoy it. The majority of what I did in a lot of the Discord servers I was in is just post a shit ton of memes. I'll hang out on the internet, collect a lot of stuff, and post a bunch of memes. I'm actually kind of sad that Varen got a job purely on the basis that it's not benefiting me. I was going to give him control over this hilarious Twitter feed and just have him post memes on it non-stop. If I could do anything, if I can get one of those if that, then this applications working, every time I post a photo or something in Discord, I would like to tweet it, to shove it on Reddit, and maybe even shit. I don't know, everything, just on everything. Just integrate everything, so I'm simultaneously using all the platforms at the same time and just get notifications when things happen. Sorry. Internet relay chat. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna look into it. Guys. Let's see if IRC is worth it. But I know Discord's really big right now.
Look at all these dead machines.
It's been really big for a while.
Here for a long time.
To the point where Twitch made their own version, which I kind of want to use more now. Because so much of Twitch is integrated. I love Amazon. I love Amazon, guys. I can't wait for Amazon to come up with their own version of YouTube, which they've already put patents out for. And I'll just continue doing what I do on there. All the aliens are dead.
Are they
I remember this.
dead?
To be.
We already did all this. We did this too. Now, can I hack them?
To be. Look out.
My name is Adam.
I really don't care about who he is, what you do, and who you are.
They were wiped out centuries ago by us.
I did that, but I don't think I did any damage
Lie
to them.
down.
And who knows? Perhaps we'll wipe out the androids next. Machines are weapons capable of evolution. We can grow. We can become aware.
So it's machines versus androids, aliens versus humans? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck?
You'd probably be surprised at how quickly it happened.
I am an expert on Discord. I think I've been on Discord longer than the
no
majority of
need
the
to
people
fret
that
about
are currently on Discord. I pretty much got Discord for Overwatch when my buddies invited me onto it. They're like, "Come play with us, so we can all be in a team in voice chats together while we're fighting other teams." It was the alternative to TeamSpeak. If anyone knows what TeamSpeak is. And it works really well. I thoroughly enjoy it. I like being in voice with people. I like arguing with them. I like talking to them. But honestly, this is the whole point. Is that I'm really tired of a lot of this shit, to the point where I do just kind of wanna hang out and do my YouTube thing and the.
Why them?
Because they are an enigma. They
I just want to.
Kind, and yet loved in equal measure.
Play video games with people, because the more time I spend not playing video games with people, team coordinated games, the more I just argue with people, and it just ends up being bad on my end. Maybe it is me. Maybe people are right. Maybe I am too much of a dick. Maybe I have too much of a need to continuously argue.
Riddle of humanity, and now we will allow you to assist us. You were made in the.
Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. God damn it.
Assist you with what?
It's simple. We need you to locate the humans on the moon and bring them to us. We will then dissect and analyze them in order to.
I really need to get one of these hits in. Shit. Man, I'm not doing good on these minigames.
You see the attraction in this.
Are you insane? We'd never do that! Can you believe it?
I think I'm better off just fighting with a sword. Okay, I'm gonna try and get some of my.
Well, I suppose this concludes negotiations. The only remaining option.
But honestly, I wish I could use my 360 controller. Bearded said he'll send me his Xbox One controller, so I can actually play games on it.
The same way we destroyed these pathetic little aliens.
Oh. Alright, whatever. YouTube absolutely needs competition. And I'd like to give YouTube as much competition as possible. If YouTube doesn't want me to do my thing on YouTube, then I'll do it somewhere else.
We better get back to the bunker.
Not that I'm not going to continue uploading my stuff to YouTube regardless, just because I'm still diversifying. There's no reason for me to sit in one place and hope that YouTube does something for me any more than they already have. So yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be whatever Amazon decides to be their new YouTube. It's going to be Twitch. It's going to be. Maybe I should go onto other platforms as well. Like maybe there are other streaming platforms I should go to instead of sticking to the main ones. Maybe there's no point of being on the main ones.
What a pain.
Stop
complaining. The main ones are full of people that's I don't know, lowest common denominator. Again, this is why I might sound fucking arrogant. It's hard for me to.
We now have an operational transporter in the city ruins. We're attempting to deploy them at other points as well.
About time we had access to those.
Care to fill me in?
Transporters? They let you transfer your consciousness to a temporary body back in the bunker.
Can I go?
I heard some tech guys talking about it a while ago, but I didn't know they'd finally got it working. Anyway, I'll mark the positional data on the map.
I don't know. Look, everyone's exodusing YouTube to something else. I have a BitChute account that's useless. No one watches it. I have a bunch of other accounts. Like it's like I can't. No one's gonna watch you on other platforms unless you're already big. Like,
I've known that next time you
Mines is also kind of useless. I guess you can shill on gaming. Actually, that's one thing I should probably ask people to do. Shill my crap on Mines, because that's the last place I can still get some interaction. People do come watch gaming streams when it's fun and exciting. But the majority of the gaming streams that were particularly fun and exciting were actually where it was me and a bunch of other people talking shit about the subject. Now all the people are fucking gone, scattered to the wind, and I need to build a new community all over again. So maybe shilling on Mines isn't the best idea yet. Maybe later. There are a bunch of alternatives to YouTube. Okay, sorry. Ballboy says there's a bunch of alternatives to YouTube. They're just not as well known, and nobody wants to consider alternatives as long as YouTube is around. I'll agree. I'll disagree. Again, vid.me. I was on there. I was getting some pretty decent interaction. They shut down. Mine is kind of garbage. I get no interaction on there. Now that they've gone full-fledged cryptocurrency generator, I think even all the points that I spend on promotion is no longer doing anything for me, which means that I'll now have to manually stop my live streaming to go and shill my my currently running whatever link to all those channels and hope people will show up and look at it. The best place for me to do anything is actually Reddit. Reddit is still heavily interested and interesting to be on, to be good, to partake in. I still like Reddit. They're, like, surprisingly enough, when I look at my analytics, a lot of people post my stuff to Facebook and Reddit. I don't even know Facebook has gaming communities because I just don't like.
Now we have to go back to the city ruins.
No, let's just say I'm not a big fan of social media to a certain degree.
Why don't we rest a little bit, 2B? It's been a while.
I'll rest if I feel like it.
And yeah, I don't know. This is the whole point. Is that this is the same narrative I've been going over and over again. Is that for people to get big, with me, it requires the audience to go and promote them in other places where the audience resides, partakes it. I can barely get my own friends to watch my stuff because they don't understand a lot of what I talk about. So I have to get together with them, and then we normally have to get drunk enough for me to start ranting about politics, or like I can't rant to them about gaming. But like a lot of my friends are gamers, but they'll never show up and play games with me online. Nor do I trust them to show up and play games with me online to a certain degree. It's What's up? You almost done your essay? Oh, god damn it. Red Letter Media just released their half in the bag for Avengers Infinity War, and I really want to go see Avengers Infinity War. When is that coming out? I think I'm going to do an entire podcast around the entire Marvel universe. Right after we watch Infinity War. But first, I'm going to have to watch Black Panther, which I still have yet to see. Jackass? Resistance member. Whatever. Again, I'm not sure what's going on. I guess I can finally teleport. I think I'm nearing the end of the game. I might be able to finish part 2 fully here.
Operator 60 to 2B. Come in, 2B.
2B here.
The monitoring signal from the new access point has gone silent. I'm sending you the positional data. Please investigate the site as soon as possible.
Understood.
Well, I got a new site to investigate. God damn. Like, I'm using the joystick, but you guys can see how hard it seems to be to control this thing. This is not a pro level. Pro level? This is not a regular gaming controller. I think it's broken. I literally bought this thing for Siggy because her hands are tiny and she needed something to be able to hold. It's not meant for my hands. It's not meant for my hands. Man, you'd think on a higher difficulty it'll be easier to collect money. That's what they normally do, right? Higher reward, higher difficulty, higher rewards. But I'm still collecting like 10 to 15 here and there. Is there anything else you guys want to address, talk about while I'm here? While I'm figuring this out. Huh? No ladder. Alright. No, there's gotta be a way up. Or did I not finish collecting all the shit? Alright, Pascal Village it is, I guess. Oh, I haven't even tried the Phoenix Sword yet. 25. So I'm definitely supposed to be blowing stuff up to keep collecting stuff. That's good. Fast cooldown. Taunt up. Okay. Wait. I think copper's the one I have too much of, so let's see if we can sell something that has almost 99 of something. Look at that, 95 iron ore, copper, iron ore. Let's just 3,000 for copper. No, I just said I really want to see Infinity War. But I need to see Black Panther first. Where's the clamps? Broken key. Broken circuits. Crystal. Oh, that's almost full. So give me a point to keep collecting stuff. Oh shit, I didn't realize that's popping up. I'll have to figure that out later. Let's oh wait, no. I just spent a bunch of money. You know why I spent a bunch of money, or at least sold a bunch of stuff, so I can keep playing with my chips. No, but I really do want to go see Infinity War as soon as possible. I gotta go see. I definitely gotta go see the Black Panther movie. The Black Panther movie is supposed to be something worth seeing, I guess, to a certain degree. I'll get around to figuring out whether it's worth seeing or not at some point or another. But it means that you have to sit down. See, people keep you can say I can skip Black Panther, but I don't know if I can skip it. I haven't seen it. This is drop right up. I'm just gonna, that's definitely something that needs to be created. Oh, moving speed. So tell me, why should I skip Black Panther? Why isn't it worth my time? It's one of the Marvel movies. Black Panther is going to be in the Avengers Infinity War. He's going to be a member? A participant? Is it just because he's black? Do you not want me to watch him because he's just black? So you're a racist, aren't you? You're a racist. But like, I don't know. I like Marvel movies. I want to see. Maybe it's got something interesting going for it. Maybe it has nothing interesting going for it. I'll gladly watch the movie and then sit down and talk to you guys and tell you what I feel was worth or not worth about that movie after I'm done watching it. But like, I don't know. How much could I have said about Captain America 1 or 2 or any of the other ones? I'm pretty sure most of the Thor movies could have been skipped. Ragnarok was pretty cool. I like Ragnarok.
Operator 210 to 9S. Come in, 9S.
I'm here.
I've sent you a new data retrieval request. Please read it. Over.
Hey, wait just a... She didn't even give me a chance to turn her down this time.
Okay, well, can't do anything in here. It's bullshit. Alright, whatever. Where did everyone go? Should I just cut the stream now? Should I just go? What time is it? 1 o'clock? I don't know, it just got quiet in here. No one's asking me any questions. No one's really talking to me, and I get bored.
Oh,
Have any of you actually seen Black Panther?
Of course. I'll help however I can. Yes, Tubi?
Oh, what's going on Twitter?
Yes, Tubi?
Whatever.
Yes, Tubi?
Pascal,
Yes, Tubi?
aside from
I said,
You mean
oh,
Forest,
yes, there's a they're called
where is it?
North. You should, if you
this?
Wait, she has a quest? You know, you don't have to see it in theaters, right? You can just go watch it off of Pirate Bay. Same way everything else is done these days. Skirt the system. Ah, god damn it. Wait, I thought the story was I thought the story from Black Panther was connected to Infinity War. Doesn't the Wakanda have one of the Infinity Gems? Isn't it supposed to be like important to a certain degree? Well, I'm sorry. I can't take interest in people crying about other people. I can only cry about myself. do I get anything out of this? I blew something up. Fine, don't spoil it for me. Maybe I'll go watch it right now, guys. Maybe I'll just go watch the movie now. Because I don't know if I can keep up this level of energy and it's late. I still have all day tomorrow to do this with you. All over again. You guys gonna be back tomorrow? You guys excited to have me live stream all day? I don't know how much Siggy actually wants to watch Black Panther, so maybe I'll just go find a place to stream it. How can I help him when he's not even willing to help himself? So I see there's more missions on the second playthrough. Missions I didn't do on the first playthrough. So you know what I'm really wondering about though? If you Fuckwad, can you take a look at my ladderboard? Also, do you want me to keep calling you Fuckwad or should I use your real name? Just out of curiosity, because I don't know how I feel about this. Nope. Take a look at the ladderboard and tell me who's over there. Tell me who's at the top of that list. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to point out to you that I don't know who that is because I've literally never seen them in my streams before. Or have talked to them before. Alright. I'm going to call you Russell from now on. Sometimes I feel that my analytics are literally not showing me most of the stuff I should be seeing. Idiot savant? Okay, it's literally not important. Half-wit inventor? Not important. Machine Paul machine. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Come on. Which Twitch bot? Oh, okay. Well, why is the Twitch bot at the top of my ladderboard? That's kind of discouraging for anyone else who's sitting around watching, isn't it? You want to hang out? You want to be at the top? And no, there's just some random robots that's just taking all your jobs. Yeah, electric skateboard. So how come? Okay, if it's a bot, then why doesn't it show up in my actual views? I guess I can understand why He's not interacting with anything I do. But at least he should show up as a viewer. Unless, actually, here's the interesting thing. My analytics show me that, let's say, even when I'm offline, there's at least one person viewing. So maybe that is him slowly acquiring more and more points to spend on stuff. To ask me stupid questions. Come on, down you go. Down you go. Why can't I talk to the machine of the dream? Why? Do I need to calm her down? Doesn't look like she's fighting them now, so that's good. I think I hate this playthrough. Why can't I talk to it? Okay, so that's one more dead. God, I hope I don't end up blowing up all the machines. I think I hate this playthrough a little bit. Okay, that should be enough. Now can I talk to her? There we go. Okay, that's something obtained. Okay. I think I'm gonna quit while I'm ahead. It's still early-ish. I'm gonna go watch Black Panther, see if it's see if it has anything worthwhile, and I'll report back tomorrow. I guess morning, whenever I wake up. I don't have shit to do. It's Sunday, relaxed day, God's day. We'll turn it into a sermon. What do you call it? What do you call that thing you do for God? Worship? Day of worship? Whatever. My brain's no longer functioning properly, and I've been playing this game for too long. I'm probably going to start dreaming about it. You guys ever get that? When you play something for so much and so long, it starts invading your dreams? Probably what's gonna happen here. Yeah, it's 12:41. Me and you are in the same time zone. The best time zone. Eastern time zone. Alright, guys. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. I'll be back tomorrow. You guys have a good night. Later.